Okay, so I just wanted to do a really quick video on the box because I just realized the other day that I've been saying this for 10 years now, literally since 2009. When the market's going crazy, people ask me all the time, what is the easiest thing to use? My opinion varies because I use so many different things. If you're looking for something simple and you don't want to get caught up in a lot of back and forth that potentially can arise out of using support and resistance, because you have to realize, number one, I'm a huge support and resistance trader, obviously with prediction points, and there's a way to use those on big days like today where we have a 60 plus point span from high to low on the ES. When the market is going to run, it does not care what is in its path. There's no support or resistance level that the market's just going to stop for because it's there. So traders ask me, what's one of the best things to use? And this by far is the easiest thing to use because there's not a lot of thought that has to go into it. We have an arrow or we don't. And if we don't, we're usually in a trade already. So for me, the market opens about right here, 7:30. We're already short. The reason why this looks so tiny is because this range is over 60 points. So even though these trades that you see the arrow, every time we have an arrow, that's a trade. So even though this looks small, and yes, it is small in respect to this overall big movement, you have to realize that we've got a 60-point run here. We're already short. We have a little pop up. It does not make it to the first levels. That would actually be a losing trade. We make it all back on this one, and then we're long, now we're short, and we're long for a little bit, and now we're short. And this is very typical pre-announcement movement. The announcement's right here. And we were already short at the announcement. The worst thing that would have happened if you were short on this trade right here before the announcement, which was about 20 minutes before the announcement, is you would have came back to your entry. And so the drop here is about 12 points or so. And then we continue to drop. We have a little bit of a spike up here. It does not make it. And we come all the way back down. And, the rest really is history because we have from this last one right here at approximately 30.10, we run all the way down to 29.58. We do have a little spike up here. It makes it to the first level only to come right back down. So not a lot of thought process has to go through using the box. If we have an arrow down, it means we go short. These dotted lines are profit levels. What this is saying is that these are the most likely places that price may pause at, so think about taking profit. When the market's running hard, like it did on this day, which is just a couple days ago, it's usually not going to stop very long at these levels. It's usually going to regather itself and then it's just going to blast through. And this is a 612 tick chart, which I've been using this for a good decade now. Very simple tool to use. Red arrow means sell, blue arrow means buy, and then it's just up to you where you want to take profit at. And these dotted lines are basically suggestions. The market could stop at any one of these. And, a lot of traders that use this, they'll use a trailing stop or just manually trail your entry. But on days like the FOMC announcement day, you don't have to worry about what moving averages are doing or what oscillators are doing or what support and resistance levels we've got. The market is just going to charge through and it's just going to move. And it's just a matter of getting in, putting your profit target way out of the way so that you can capture the movement and then just trail it. And that's really all you have to do. Each tool that you use as a trader, you need to understand the specific purpose of it. I've said this for a decade now. On days like this, where the market is just running hard, and a lot of times this is driven by economic reasons, create a game that you can win easily. There's no sense in fighting the market, doing things that are better used on a normal day where the market's, kind of in its own range-bound element. So very simple. In times like these, this is the tool that we want to get out of our quiver and use because it's really simple. And the payout is, or I should say can be, enormous. So there's a link in the description. If you do not have this yet, it's built for NinjaTrader8. There's also an automated version. And if you get the automated version, then the box, the indicator itself, what you're looking at, comes with that. So, and it's the same price. So you might as well get the auto trader and then use this manually to capture movements like we had on this day and any other day where the market really runs hard.